Hey guys, Mick Stott here. I'm out doing a bit of tabbing at the moment just to prepare for something that I'm going to be doing next year. Just thought I'd do a quick video because I'm hearing loads of stuff about these immigrants that are going into hotels, and there's loads of conjecture around, well, I've got access to this source of information and that source of information, and these are UN troops. Well, I spent 30 years in the military, right? Here's a couple of questions that you might want to ask yourselves. If they were going to smuggle UN troops in, why would they not fly them into RAF Brize Norton or any of the other bases that are available under cover of darkness, put them in spaces where they could train them professionally to do what people say they're going to do? I can assure you, from the videos that I've seen of the people that they've interviewed, I'm not even sure if those people are trainable. I'm not saying that they might not end up being useful idiots, because there are lots of useful idiots that are poorly trained and that are not prepared. But none of that resonates with me. And, without sort of blowing any trumpets, I'm connected at a reasonable level within the military because of some of the positions that I held. I still talk to some of these people. I have nothing that sort of lets me know on any level that I'm worried about these people being UN troops. Okay, so why would they be here? Well, quite simple. It creates unrest. It has the potential to create another divide. What concerns me even more is when people put out these messages that what we're doing is we're actually deploying their psyop for them, because we're creating our own level of fear, alarm and frickin' despondency. And let me tell you, if this war that we're in is going to be fought and won, you need the right motivation to do that, and your morale's got to be in place. Anything that stops your motivation or your momentum is not really useful to you. So you can believe that they are X, Y and Z. I would suggest it's much more useful to get rid of the fear, stop the fear, and ask yourself how these people truly know what they're saying. Because having spent so much time in the military around these type of war fighting, I can say this to you, none of it resonates with me. I'm absolutely no more scared than I ever was 3 years ago. Because ultimately, one thing that you learn in life is this: ski the bit of snow that's under your skis. Work with what comes to you. Be aware of what's ahead of you, but never let it faze you. You are much stronger. Remember, being sovereign is about standing in your own power, speaking your own truth, making decisions based on your own conscience, never being influenced or coerced by anyone, including me. So I would say, get rid of the fear, stop listening to some of this stuff that's no use to you whatsoever, because it simply adds to the fear energy, and start thinking about how you can connect with your communities and create strategies around what you're going to do. This threat of nuclear war, I put my life's earnings on it. There's going to be no nuclear war. Why would the CCP do that? Why would this regime contaminate the spaces that they intend to utilise naturally? Why would they do that? It doesn't make any sense. Why do they need to do that when they can use psyops to scare everyone stupid into running around like headless chickens, which is working a treat? And none of these guys in the movement are actually helping by pushing that message forwards. We should be saying, what are we going to do to counteract it? And whatever we do has got to be peaceful, it's got to be lawful, because those are the only things that are going to win this. You're not going to beat aggression with aggression. You just create more. It's about numbers. We need numbers in peace, in law, counteracting the energy. Remember, it's really important that you focus on yourself and you work on yourself, because that in itself is also adding to a collective energy that is around finding your own inner peace. Because it doesn't matter how much flak starts to fly, when you believe in yourself, when you're sovereign, when you understand your own peace, and you know that this is spiritual, when you understand that, it gives you an inner strength that they just don't have. They will run around like headless chickens. These people have no character. They've no character whatsoever. Remember that. and it takes character to achieve anything. Of course, do I believe they're winning this fight? No, not at all. Don't believe that at all. You only need to look at the leakage that's coming out now on mainstream media. I don't trust GB News. I agree with David Clues. I think GB News, knowing where it's funded, I also did a video on the connections with GB News to show its connectivity. It is just a system that's being utilised to desensitise you to their new normal. And what it does, if you listen to all the messages, they talk about, oh yeah, well, we need to see this person taken to account. That'll never happen. That'll never happen with them. It's never happened in the past. Why would it happen in the future? The only people that will create that are the people that are now standing sovereign, because we won't forget. We serve the notices. I serve the Surgeon General a notice, and I intend to follow that up. The moment this starts to go in the other direction, which it will, I believe, I firmly believe. So you stand in your power, stand in your truth, stay sovereign, know what's true for you and support the things that are stopping their strategy as opposed to the things that are exacerbating it and making it more powerful. Fear is no use to you whatsoever. Fear makes you react. It's awareness that makes you strong and powerful. So step into your awareness, talk to people that you know have the experience, and stop listening to some of the fear porn that's going around that's designed literally just to add to their psyop. When somebody says to me, I've got contacts at the highest level, I have to ask, how do you know that's not 77 Brigade? How do you know it's not someone else? And of course, sometimes when people get egos and they know that people are listening to them, the ego gets bigger and they never let the truth get in the way of a great story. I would say this, just like I've said, step into your own power, be yourself, be sovereign. And the moment you become sovereign, nothing will scare you.